What's up everyone, it is BrickLover18 here. Today, in honor of the Season 3 premiere of the LEGO Masters TV show, I thought it'd be really fun if I retold you guys the story about how I met Brickmaster Jamie, aka the star of the LEGO Masters show. This story takes place all the way back in 2018 in Billund, Denmark actually, and it was a really great experience, and if you haven't heard the story yet, here it is.
This story dates back to a few years ago in 2018. For context, Jamie is a designer that I've really admired for the last several years. He did a lot of, he probably still does, but I don't watch him as much anymore. But at the time, he did a lot of the creator expert sets, like the designer videos. He did a lot of them, did a lot of creator sets. He just was always on the LEGO YouTube channel doing one of the designer expert videos, or like the designer videos where they introduce a new set. I watched his story. I watched a bunch of videos with him on the LEGO website. I knew he had designed a lot of my favorite sets because I'm very into modular buildings, LEGO city buildings, like that realm of the LEGO world. And I know that he was a big designer of those sets. So I've always been a pretty big fan of his work. And he was always one of the more public designers in the face of the LEGO community. I don't know if he still is. I honestly don't subscribe to the LEGO YouTube channel anymore. Oops. But he was, I remember in like 2012, I watched his videos all the time. So that's the little backstory. So I was very familiar with Jamie and LEGO designer Jamie and his work. So fast forward a few years later, it's 2018. I had the incredible opportunity to go to Billund, Denmark, and I had an opportunity to go tour the LEGO house and Legoland for a few days of the week. And I was like I was over the moon excited. My dad came with me for the trip. We had a great time. The LEGO house was actually, we toured that on our very last day in Billund, Denmark. I made a whole video of touring Billund and stuff like that. You can check those out on my YouTube channel. But the LEGO house was our last day in Billund. We went to the LEGO house. It was a Thursday or Friday. I was having a great time. During the time we were there, it was August, so a lot of the Billund employees were on vacation. So that's what the flight attendant told us going in. The town was pretty empty. There wasn't a ton of people going around. From my understanding, that's what it's normally like anyway. But this time it was particularly empty. But we were having a great time at the LEGO house. There wasn't very many people. Like, it was pretty quiet day, so it was great. We were doing all the different exhibits, you know, scanning our bracelet to get all the badges and stuff like that. As you can see, I have a few of my momentums from the LEGO house. But one of the things we did, one of the things you can do at the LEGO house is you go down into the basement and you watch the movies on TV. So they're like designer videos, history about LEGO, all these cool things. So one of the videos actually had LEGO designer Jamie in it. So of course, because I was a fan of a lot of what he designs, I could at that time list up a bunch of different LEGO designers that worked at the company. He was definitely one of my favorites. I really admired the stuff he did. So when he came on screen, I told my dad, I was like, hey, I have so many of this guy's sets. He's a great builder. He also really admires modular buildings and stuff like that. So as soon as I told him that Jamie was like one of the designers on those, he also was like, this guy's cool. You know, so we watched these videos, all these designer videos. We must have watched like a couple. Didn't think much of it. We had a great time. We toured the museum, went back upstairs, started continuing doing the rest of our, day at the LEGO house. We had some lunch in Billund. Great day so far. We're in one of the zones, towards the end of the day, I would say it was definitely after lunch. We're in one of the zones where you build your race car and you drop it down, you race it, and they've got a bunch of racetracks. We're having a great time. My dad and I were building all these race cars, just having fun. But quite frankly, my dad's attention to detail is way better than mine. He just doesn't miss things. So I'm building my race car. I'm filming this, from the video I made a few years ago. Just having a great time. My dad goes, Brad, is that guy from the video? And I was like, first off, what video? And like, who are you pointing to? He goes, that guy over there, he looks like the guy from downstairs in the designer video. And I was like, wait, okay. So I look around, and I look, and sure enough, there is LEGO designer Jamie at the LEGO house in the same zone I'm in. He was there. He was not in any LEGO uniform, nothing. Like, he wasn't working. He was definitely on his day off, and he looked like he was with some family. So I was like, whoa, this is really cool. And given I didn't want to bother him, obviously. Like, as I said, he looks like he's with his family. He's building some LEGO. They're racing it just like my dad and I are. And my dad's like, do you want to talk to him? I was like, no. I'm scared. Like, I at that time hated introducing myself to new people, especially people that I was like, whoa, I've watched you on YouTube for a long time. You are one of my favorite designers. No, I don't want to say hi. That's weird. So my dad's like, okay, I won't bother him. So we're leaving the zone, and of course my dad doesn't listen. He taps him. He goes, I hate to bother you, but are you a LEGO designer? And Jamie laughed. Jamie was really nice about it. Jamie was like, yeah, I actually am. And he like, my dad was like, well, here's my son. He's a big fan. He didn't want to say anything. And Jamie's like, oh my god, it's no problem at all. Like, what's your name? Nice to meet you. And we had a really quick talk. Very, very quick. He's like, I'm here with my family just on my day off. So, he was just very nice, very kind. We didn't keep him for too long. He just, again, brief greetings. Hello, I love what you do. And we went on our day. I thought it was the coolest thing. I was so excited to like come back and tell people, the Lego community, hey, I just met Lego designer Jamie. I don't know, he might actually watch this video, which might be weird. But yeah, he was very nice, just very kind, and we went about with our day. A few hours later, you know, we happened to be in the same zone again, and we said hi, had another little small talk. He was the one that came up to us that time, because again, we're not bothering him. I didn't ask for a picture or anything with him, because again, he's on his day off, and he specifically said he's on a day off with his family. Like, we're not going to bother him. And then, towards the end of the day, actually, as we were leaving the Lego house, him and his family, like his parents and partner, they were also leaving the Lego house, and he stopped us again, and he's like, hey, I just wanted to, like, I just remember him being so nice. Like, he was really, I don't remember exactly what he said. That was 2 years ago, and I don't want to say anything wrong. He was just like, thanks for saying hi. He was really appreciative. I think that he seemed to be, he definitely was not like, oh, crap, they recognize me as a Lego designer. And I think he appreciated that we really made the effort not to bother him or anything like that, but he was very, very nice, and he said, hey, thanks for coming to say hi to me earlier, it really meant a lot. I hope you enjoyed your time in Billund. And overall, he's just a really nice guy, very genuine. The fact that we talked to him a few times throughout the day, like, and that he came up to us a few times and talked to us, was just very nice. I remember talking to a couple of the employees at the Lego house, and they had no idea he was there. My dad was like, because at first, I should mention this, the start of the story, before my dad actually asked him if he was the Lego designer, he went up to the Lego employee in that zone. She's like, is that a Lego designer? And the girl was like, quite frankly, I'm not a huge Lego fan. I don't really know. I work in this zone. She thought it looked like him too, but she had no advanced knowledge if he was going to be there for the day or anything like that. So her guess was just as good as ours. So that's why I think my dad was like, okay, I got to find out. But it was a really cool experience getting to see Jamie in Billund, especially, you know, seeing him on the Lego Master show. He's very nice on the show, and quite frankly, he was that nice in person as well. Like, coming from, we bothered him on his day off by asking him, you know, talking to him a bit. He didn't seem bothered at all. He was very friendly the rest of the day when we saw him, which I really respect. Overall, just a nice guy. It was a really great experience. I couldn't wait to tell. I told a bunch of Lego friends that day. I posted on Instagram about it. Couldn't wait to tell my mom that, hey, I just met one of my favorite Lego designers in the most crazy way possible. Like, it wasn't like we went to an event where we knew he was going to be, or we didn't have an interview set up with him. We just happened to run into him, just like any other Lego fan could. And it was just a really cool experience. So unfortunately in my studio right now, I don't have my hard drive that has all my 2018 footage on it, so including like Lego in Denmark and stuff like that. So I don't know what clips I have at the Lego house that day with Jamie, but I do have this screenshot for my Instagram page that I do want to show right now. As you can see, that is Lego designer Jamie. He's in a screen grab of one of the some footage I did shoot that day, so I know I have him somewhere, but it was just really cool seeing him in that zone. So I'll have to go through my footage and really see what I have from that day. But just given that Jamie was on Lego Masters recently, and I had this experience, and I briefly did talk about it in my Lego house video, but I never went into too much detail. That was just a great day overall at the Lego house. And then, of course, given the world's current circumstances, I thought it'd be kind of fun to share this story. A nice feel-good story, especially given all the time. So, Jamie, if you're watching this video, thank you for a great interaction in 2018. I know you probably won't remember. I definitely don't blame you, but you were very nice and very kind, and I hope you and your family are staying safe and healthy. Thanks for contributing to a great day at the Lego house. So if you haven't checked out the Lego house yet, or my footage from 2018, definitely go check that out. Amazing time at the Lego house, and definitely I can't wait to go back to Billund. I don't know when I'll ever go back, but I know I want to go back soon. So thanks again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below if you've ever had a fun interaction with a Lego designer or any celebrity in general, just kind of running into them randomly. I'd really love to hear about it. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.